Alright, take 3 of this tutorial for Live2D. The first 2 takes were killed. First one is error, second one is fail to record. Yeah. Alright, welcome to my channel. This is Altabestudio channel and I am CD and I am a VTuber fairy that likes to create worlds and different things for humans to enjoy. Right now, I have explored a bit on Live2D and I am going to walk you through my rigging process. I'll try to make it as beginner friendly as possible. Alright, to import the file, like you can just open the Live2D and then put in your PSD. You can also just drag it into the canvas. Alright, she has 4 arms and a lot of emotes on her right now. Middle scroll mouse key for zooming in and out, and space bar for moving around the canvas as usual. And I have previously prepped all the files and I will show you how in a different tutorial. And let's turn off the blue face. Yeah, there we go. She has a lot of different layers, and typically to start rigging, what we do is we start selecting all the different layers, shapes and sizes, and turn them into art meshes. Art meshes is basically a riggable, morphable texture with vertices. Like Live2D allows you to customize your own vertices and art meshes, which is really nice. It's like pretty much a little bit like 2.5D, like 3D programs have that too. Okay, so turning all these into art meshes is easy. Okay, this, by the way, this you can kind of morph, you know. Oh, that's the head. Yep. But I suggest you not to morph in that using this base layer thing, because you later down you're gonna have 2 to 3 layers of deformers on top of your stuff, and you don't want the base mesh to be not the default. So don't touch that. And instead go to automatic mesh generator. You will love that button. Like you will be there a lot. And just select standard. There you go. Her face now has become art mesh. That's morphable. And standard for the hair is fine. Hair is a very highly movable thing, so I want it to be slightly more detailed. Keeping it on the times of 4s is the best generally when it comes to keeping the shapes nice and even. This is fine. Hair don't really be too detailed, but the most detailed is definitely the mouth. Oh, and if you want to keep it, if you want to save your settings, like save your settings here, like that you like this. Let's see. You can click add. You can click add. Oh wait, I think that's a pro version thing. Standard is fine. Wow. I mean, it is your choice whether you want to let people be able to access all your features or not on the free version, but I do find Live2D a little stingy. I don't typically do the neck. Neck is not important. I don't really do the iris either, but you can do the iris for people who wants to be really fancy with the iris. And the mouse, typically I pick heavy. Yes, heavy came up pretty good by default. And clicking in, so you can move the vertices without affecting your meshes, without affecting your drawings. If you don't, sometimes if you move it, you will affect the meshes already. But if you go into, double click in, and then move it, you see the meshes, your texture is unaffected. Generally, I want to keep this line over here right on the lip itself. So it describes the lip contour, and it needs to be a little bit more detailed here for it to bend nicely. Because they like to bend in a straight line. And when some of the lines are not nice, just delete that, pretty much. And this blue lines is showing that's how it will auto connect. There we go. That's fine. I'm not too picky. This should be fine. A little bit more here. Mouse, you want it to be extra detailed. Then you do R path. Mouse deformer. I do the deformer path. Deform path. On the free version, they only let you do about 3, I think. But on the average model, you actually needed 2 for the lips and 4 for eyelashes and eyebrows. Probably could, like, if you know how to just rig one eye and then flip it, then you probably can use just 3, I suppose. Yeah, I have trouble with that, even though I looked it up and try to learn how to do it, but I just do it. Sadly, I just do it. I do it manually. It's just less issue for me, you know. I ran into a lot of issues trying to do copy paste. And this is deformer path, just draw it. I usually do about 4 dots, like 4 joint points. That creates a pretty convincing mouse. You could do 5, I guess. You could do 5, but I find that unnecessary. You can do the final little touch up if you want to be sexy about your lips with a little vertice movement. Program is gonna remember how the vertice moves, so you can use this to push it around, but I suggest don't get into funny shapes like this because the program is using a lot of automated animation. So its automated animation is pretty straightforward. It's left to left, right to right, straight line, you know, straight perfect curve, nothing organic about it. So it's all calculation, all like computer calculation. So you want to work with that, especially for Live2D. There we go. That's the mouse already rigged. And nose, I kind of just do warp deformer. Probably two is enough. There's like when you move the face, you will have to change it. Like, since that doesn't require complex morphing, I just do warp deformer. And also, this is a little tidbit. With Live2D, after you put in all deformers, you can still select all three, the basic meshes, see, basic meshes, the deformer, and sometimes you have trouble selecting the deformer unless you go into the rig. See over here, the deformer list. Sometimes I have to pick deformers from the deformer list. Otherwise I can't see it. Like, I can't really select the deformer too. Like, it's because there's too many items, you know, like each item has like 2 to 3 way to deform it, and yeah, you want to keep your deformer list real clean. And that's the start. Now, next step is simply just, honestly, the hand, I decided not to rig the hand in detail due to time constraint. So what I do is, I don't actually need to rig the arms, so I didn't rig the arms. But the body is definitely necessary. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's not right. Okay. 5 is the average. Like that. Hey. Oh. So for the first step is definitely, I actually like doing the emotes first because it's easy. Some people suggest doing it last, but emotes are easy. Why not? Why not do it first, right? You just have to make sure you pair it correctly at the end. So what I do is I create a folder and call it emotes, and put new parameter in there. Okay. Anyway, so this is just for show. The beginning. So you only need, minimum is 1, 0. Maximum is just 1 because it's only need 2 things. See, if you do your I'll show that later. Yeah. So I got the mad. Oh, that's the eyes. Whoops. The mad sign is this one. This one. Alright. This I don't have to change the shape or anything, so at this point, just 0, and default is 0. You can right click and edit parameter if you want to change the setting. So minimum, default are both 0, so it doesn't show up, and the maximum is 1. And sweatshop, sweat, yes, I know. Minimum 0, maximum 10. 10 for me is enough. Param. Sweat. This you need to write the param is inside. You have to keep it there because other programs need that setting. Then again, I would do oh, this is a good one to show problems with this Live2D program. Maybe I can show it, maybe not. Anyway, I'll move to the top and press shift to be straight. All right. Let's do like an 8. I want to hide that normally as well. There we go. That's sweating right there. Alright, that's how you basically do emotes. And that's a wrap, folks. See you in the next video. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions for future videos, welcome to just let me know. And hit that like button if you enjoyed this content. Thank you.